All right, we are now live. And so thank you guys all for joining in. Jake, I see you've joined in here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you had a good night. Hope your morning's going well so far. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, and share. All right, guys, you guys can confirm you see the screen. All right, good. Henry, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. All right, so welcome to the Gallant Token weekly AMA holders meeting to talk about Gallant, what's going on, what's been going on, kind of some chances to kind of just get some numbers and updates. So we'll just go ahead and move through it. We won't take up a lot of your time. Again, we'll post this presentation for you to review later. Or to share and share it with your friends, family, or whoever else you might think is interested in seeing what we have going on. So this is our 9/18 update. As Sammy has mentioned, we anticipate doing this on the regular. Considering the time zones, we played around with 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it may be that we adjust the time accordingly to be a little later in the day for our Central Time and Pacific Time holders. We're still gathering some analytics to see where in our community where some of the other people are. I know in Europe we have a good presence over there with you, Fedor, and I know Super Eye's over there right now, as well as being 6 hours ahead. So we're trying to find a fine medium for everybody. So moving forward, announcements. We have a new press release that we're working on. Jesse is going to be facilitating that and helping get that pushed through. We're not going to release where it's coming out yet. We want it to be a surprise. We feel good about it though. We made a good decision with our last one being with Yahoo Finance. So we're aiming at somewhere around in that same genre. Sammy can speak on that.
Yeah, and the reason why we're doing this is because we've looked at our previous marketing pushes and which ones had the best results, and by far the press release that we did in Yahoo Finance was the best. And so we want to keep it up, but we don't want to keep doing the same publication. So we're going to mix it up. We're going to do different kinds of stuff when it comes to being in the news. But it's definitely something we believe in doing, because not only do we get good results and a significant amount of holders, we get diamond hands. We get people who are really serious about investments, and that's what we like. So we're going to keep it up because not only does it make us feel good, and it's good for you, it's good for your investment. So if you've bought in now or prior to now, us continuing to do these press releases is really going to help boost your investment as well when more and more people come in.
As Sammy mentioned there just shortly, the big thing for us is not bringing in the Moon Boys and the Lambo Boys that want to see a 2x or a 4x overnight. We want those investors that can make an investment into the vision and brand and be there to support it and watch it grow. So next up is our Gallant merch store. If you visited our store on our website, it's not a bad store, but it's very convoluted with material. I see Monkey's joined in. Good to see you, buddy. Glad to have you here. You can catch up some updates on what Gallant's been up to. So we like having a streamlined merchandise store. We're very thankful for Robert and what he's done for us by supporting us and allowing us to have that store. So we're bringing in-house our own WooCommerce. ability to pay in crypto with the plugin that we're putting in there. We understand that some people like to have the ability to purchase merchandise without having to go to the bank. You know, DeFi is all about getting the banks out of the way. So being able to utilize your crypto and buy merchandise, as well as the other things that's coming, such as the games and so forth that we'll talk on shortly, is a huge asset for us.
And regarding the store, although there's a lot of options, I will say the quality of the stuff in there is actually very good. We've purchased quite a few things for ourselves, but also to share and, you know, promote. And it's really good, especially the pillow. I have to comment on there because I do work on the couch a lot and it's very comfortable. So
Yeah,
check some stuff out and see what you may like. There will be new stuff in the new store, but the stuff that's in the current store is still pretty good and it's good quality.
Yeah, I personally have the tank top. I have the V-neck, as well as the baseball shirt. Really like it. It's an eye turner when I'm out in public and I drop a business card to someone. So just an update on that. If anyone that's listening in or listens to this AMA, I will get with Robert and we will get a promo code for a quote unquote like a liquidation sale. We'll throw a promo code out to the community so that you can get a nice discount on any merchandise that you see in there, any swag that you like, so you can take advantage of.
Maybe call it AMA, like the code could be AMA or something like that.
Yeah, we'll get the code and we'll share that with you guys in the community and push that out. So also the CoinGecko on Thursday, we had a resubmission to our CoinGecko application. Volume picked up in the last 24 hours, and we will continuously help that volume push and anticipating a response by Monday. Excuse me, anticipating a response by Monday. If we do not hear back from CoinGecko by Monday, the latest on Tuesday, that would kind of indicate that they did not accept us. And so we will explore our other options to work on getting listed there. We have some support from a couple different resources regarding a listing with CoinGecko. So we're going to work on getting that pushed forward. We've gained 20 new holders in the last week. That's good for us. You know, the Lambo and Moon Boys like to grab hundreds of holders by the minute, opposed to, as we mentioned before, we like the holders that we get in the slow organic growth stage because we know that they believe in the product and the brand and the business and what we're doing. Rocket League tournament is today, concluding this AMA. Stream session will start at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you're able to join in on the Tinker's Caravan stream, you have the ability to win some Gallant. We will be doing giveaways during that stream session. Watch your Gallant gamers compete against the Hoge community today. We're really excited about that. Testimonials, we'll have a section here in the AMA to allow testimonials to be spoken about Gallant. You can talk about why you're here, why you continuously stay, and what you're looking forward to. We're going to share some game developments and our NFT marketplace, and we've also thrown in a few things regarding statistics and numbers. So what's happening in marketing? Right now, as we mentioned a moment ago, Flexi.io is our marketing agency that we've onboarded and worked with, and they are beginning our next PR release. We're anticipating that to come out by end of month. We are really excited about that, so that's something to look forward to. Put that on your calendar. YouTube promotions. We're really glad to have John, who is Crypto Mentor 99. How you doing? I love that guy. He's really great. Sammy took it upon herself to do some emailing of YouTube promoters, and out of the blue, if you watch any of his videos, he'll tell you how he found out about us, his relationship that's developing with us, and he really makes good content. You know, he doesn't bore you with 8, 10, 12 minutes worth of stuff. He's real. His community likes him, and they really respect him. You know, so we're really glad to have him on board. And Jake is working on getting gaming YouTubers. He's going to be working on that over the coming days, on reaching out to gaming YouTubers that have a good following. That the big thing for us is we really look at vetting people. You know, it's now we've realized that you can bot anything. if there is something that supports a comment, a like, or an upvote, it can be botted. And so it's very important for us that we don't participate too much in that botting stuff because it's all artificial. Sammy, would you like to speak on?
Yeah, absolutely. So just to give you guys a little bit more background on the whole YouTube thing. So I know a lot of people always ask about marketing, how are we getting the word out about Gallant and stuff. And as Steven said, you know, a lot of social media profiles and stuff out there is botted. It's not genuine. And so I thought to myself, well, the fact of the matter is we still need to reach people. And so how do you reach people without, you know, wasting money spending it on, you know, profiles that have a lot of bots? I said, well, let's look for genuine people. Let's look for the little guys, you know. So a YouTuber or a influencer who has maybe 5,000 genuine followers versus 20,000 bots and stuff like that. So I said, okay, we need to reach people and we need to reach them often. So the goal with YouTube is to partner with a bunch of different influencers, little guys who are trying to, you know, work their way up the ranks, you know, get more followers, but you know, their followings are real. And the goal there is to keep exposing Gallant to different communities. So even though we have Crypto Mentor 99, he's great. His community is just one community, and so we want to replicate that. We want to do that with gaming YouTubers. We want to have several YouTubers that have genuine followings to be somewhat of an ambassador for us, because one, it creates shilling content for all of us. You guys can use it, share it with people, but also we're being presented to new communities of real people. And so I really want to amp that up and increase the amount of YouTube ambassadors that we get. So that's just a little bit more. Also, our Twitter impressions are growing. We've done a little bit of research on PooCoin and other marketing endeavors when it comes to advertising. And a lot of times the percentage rates, like the click-through rate, is very low. One time I remember it was like 0.15%. You'd get like 20,000 impressions, but you'd only get what, like maybe 100 or a few hundred actual engagements. And I thought that's pretty low. So I started looking at Twitter analytics, and I found that even though the number of the impressions per tweet is significantly lower than impressions on ads on, say, PooCoin. So like, for example, PooCoin, you may get like 20,000 or more impressions on tweets, individual tweets. You'll get maybe like at most 2,000, at least for us where we're at. We've gotten from like an average of about 300 to 500 to as most as like 2,000, which is significantly lower than PooCoin. But the percentage of people that engage with the tweets is significantly higher. We've gotten like 20% as opposed to 0.15% on PooCoin. So my goal with Twitter is to make sure that obviously we're tweeting more, but not only are we tweeting, we're activating the right hashtags, using different ones, but also making sure that we also post our links to our website because anyone can see them. So just to say that Twitter is going well, our impressions are growing, and it's a really great marketing tool. So if you guys are on Twitter, keep liking, sharing, and retweeting.
Coming to the Facebook shilling and sharing, I myself, I've never really been a Facebook guy. When I started my first Facebook sign up back in 2006, when you had to have a college email address to join, it was all about the fad and it was cool. And of course, Zuckerberg changed all that when it came into ads and just came very convoluted with things. It wasn't until I see Sebastian's in here. Sebastian, you were the one that really kind of opened my eyes up to Facebook shilling, and I give you kudos for that, man. Great job. I took it upon myself yesterday to go into my Facebook and actually I had some old friends that I changed a profile picture and I cleaned it up a little bit with some old pictures. I removed them and I started to shill and share my thoughts on what Gallant's doing, sharing it with my team. I don't have a 5,000 member friends because, you know, I look at friends in a way of, if you can count your friends, real friends, true friends, if you can count friends on more than two hands, you need to do a recount because true friends are hard to come by. And so, you know, I've never really been a big Facebooker. So, you know, my friends list is around 150 people, and that's people that, you know, I went to school with, but people that know me. But seeing the groups in there, the different crypto groups, it was kind of eye-opening for me. So we're really looking to start doing some more Facebook pushing. JB made me a admin in there. He's been doing a great job, and sorry that JB can't be here today. He's got a wedding that he's attending to today. So we miss you, JB. Wish you were here. Always good to have your presence. But Facebook is going to be getting some more impact from us. We're looking forward to making some good pushes there. Our wallpaper contest will be ending today. We've gotten some submissions, and we will share them out into the community and let you guys vote on them. And we're excited about that. So the last part of what's happening in marketing is our in-person grassroots portion. We have a meetup group.
Can I ask a question about the wallpaper contest?
Certainly.
Sure.
On all the promotional material you put out, it says that it ends on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
We got
yeah,
our days mixed up. Thank you for
I
that.
apologize. I stand corrected there. My apologies, guys. So it'll end tomorrow. We've got another 24 hours left on that. So
You are fired. You are fired, Steven.
well, I need you to jump on that, man. You've got some competition there. Crystal has got some good.
Listen, I'm so fucking busy. Now I'm reading it. I'm like, oh, I have to do this. You know.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Oh, good. It'll take you 2 minutes.
You're all over the place, buddy. You give a lot of support to both Gallant and Paradox, and so we're thankful to have you submitting and making anything that you can. Don't feel pressured. No worries, buddy. It was just something to give the community a chance to be creative and reward them for their creativity. So no pressure. A meetup group. If you guys don't know what meetups are, it's a worldwide thing, and we created a crypto group here in the Queen City. It's called Queen City Crypto. We've got 13 members that have signed up for it, and this meetup group is all about education, listening to it. We look to get a recording session going after the first meeting because I want to let everyone know what our goals are, what our purpose for the group is. But essentially, it's to have discussions and let the people, because the people, when they join the group, they have to answer a question that states why they are there and what they look to get from the group. And almost every person that has joined the group has stated they're there to learn more about crypto. There's a few people that have no clue about crypto, how to buy it, what it's going to do for them. And so it's a nice opportunity for us as Gallant token leaders to educate people, listen to what they want to say, as well as some other members that's joined that group that are a part of other crypto meetup groups. So there's a lot of collaboration that we're looking forward to. There's a really big group here in Charlotte called Bitcoin Charlotte. They have around 400 members in there. We've attended 2 of their meetups, and we really like what they do there. So we're looking to expand and expound upon what they're doing, but with a Gallant swag to it.
And if anyone has any ideas about, how we should conduct these meetups, or if you think, there's any information that we should share, feel free to present any ideas to us, because we want this to be a hit. I mean, Stephen just mentioned that Bitcoin Charlotte has about 400 members, and we would love to see Queen City Crypto, get that big too.
We want to see some of that Bitcoin money, because a lot of those guys that's in that group are strong investors in crypto. And so being able to take this group that has just now started with 13 members and grow that is going to be something beautiful, and we're excited about it. So moving forward, let's talk about gaming. I know you guys are excited about that. So we moved our Telegram game group to a separate group. It was very easy to see that thing really take off with engagement from the community, with different competitive edges. We're really proud to have that. I myself tend to hop over there in my spare times and moments I have a thing against JB. So anytime JB gets a high score, it's my mission to beat his high score. We've been battling it out now for about a month and a half. And so glad to see you guys, Jacob, who's not with us right now, Crystal, you've really taken off in there, and ABD. I tagged these 3 names because guess what? I'm putting a bounty on you. Jacob, Crystal, and ABD. Jacob is the leader right now in Tube Runner and the 2048 game. If anyone can beat his high score and knock him off the leaderboard, you will get an airdrop. Crystal, you are the leader in these 2 that I picked, 99 and Color Hit. I know your 99 score is not listed, but she does have a pretty high score of around 14,000. And so if you can beat her high score in both the Color Hit game or 99, you will get an airdrop. The ABD user, you are the leader of the F1 Racer and 10-1 game. If anyone can knock him off the leaderboard, you will get an airdrop. So really excited about that. Keep on keeping on, guys. I'm coming for a couple of the games. I'm coming for the high score leaderboard there. Stay tuned and you'll see Stephen Walters on that leaderboard again very soon. Next up, Cryptic Nexus. As I mentioned, our next tournament round is today. We're going to be battling against the Hoge gaming community. We really like those guys. They're lots of fun. Hoge Man is a rock star. Hop in the stream. I'll post that here. It is Twitch at Tinker's Caravan. I'll post that in the Telegram chat for you guys to have an access link. Join in, and as long as you're attending and you can answer a question that he might ask, you have an opportunity to win some Gallant. And then we're going to talk about some game development, the NFT fighting game that we have, and the mobile fighting game that's in development right now. Let's move forward. So what you're looking at, guys, right here is our 5 characters that we've paid for. And what we're doing to these guys is making them Gallant. We are getting these guys customized. I have 2 more screenshots that shows these, but these characters as a standalone, they have a license on them. And so in order for Gallant Token and Gallant Studios to be everything that we want it to be, it's essential that we make these custom, that we make them our brand, so that, you know, as we grow and people buy these games, these characters, and we produce them out to the masses, the last thing I want is something that we've taken our pride and hard work and efforts and put money into, to have someone else have a copy of it. You know, we're all about copyright, trademarking our brand, because Gallant Token is not just a community of people that invested into a smart contract. We're a business. And so the developer that made these characters, we are working one-on-one, and he's really excited to be a part of what we're doing here. So he's customizing these to make them Gallant. If you look right here, the gentleman that's in the front on the left, that's the Gladiator. And so as you can see right now, he's customized the helmet to make it more aggressive looking and change that simplistic style. He's also added a tiger at the top of the helmet with some additional artistry there at the top. And he's also going to be modifying some of the skirts and the bottom plates that goes around the feet. Here's a multi-viewed aesthetic of him. So we're looking forward to seeing an update from Marcos on that. Here is what he fully did for this guy, and you can see the difference. There's more an aggressive look there. He changed the breastplate, he changed the bottom half of the waist, the shin guards, the wrist guards. I really like the little scar he put above the eye that give him a seasoned look. And if you look at this, like his shadowing, everything is really on point there. So we're really proud of what Marcos is doing. and he's going to be customizing the other. We're putting a precedence on which characters he's doing at what time, because we want the NFT fighting game NFTs to have their characters done first, and then the additional 3-4 characters there will be moved over into the mobile fighting game. In addition to, there's a total of 15 characters that we have. And those other ones we're not so concerned about in terms of getting them fully customized, because we're not selling them and they're not going to be used as quote unquote main characters. Next up in the NFT fighting game is our dragon. I have to give Jake kudos for this guy. He found this dragon, and we're working on getting the different animations set up for him in the NFT fighting game. Here that you can see is the arena. Some of you guys that's been a part of the community for a little bit now, you've seen these images. If you're new here to Gallant, this is an arena that we've purchased and is being customized for the NFT fighting game. This is where the fighting will take place. We like that Roman era of the battles that took place. As you see on the right screenshots, you've got the dragon sitting on that gate. We're looking forward to the dragon coming up out of that once the gate drops, and just modeling the characters and creating some good cinematics for that. The CGI is being worked on. We're excited. Moving on to the NFT marketplace, we're really excited about what's going on. For the people that's a part of the Paradox team, Darth and Juan, you guys have already been a part of some of the beta testing. And so we appreciate all that you guys are doing over there. JB's not here, but myself and JB and the other two teams that I just mentioned have really been extensively beta testing this platform, pointing out the flaws, the issues, the aesthetics that needs to be changed. And so what you're going to see here on this next screenshot, please be mindful that these are beta screenshots. But the NFT marketplace in beta is up. We've done a lot of testing. You'll see on the next screenshot something that was uploaded as a part of testing with Gallant. But it is. We're excited about it. It's running. And it's not just something that, oh, we're going to create an NFT marketplace. No, it's up. And it's being worked in. Here is a visual of a test that we did. And so kudos to JB for working in there and getting some testing done on fees, transactions and stuff like that, the different file sizes. I was working on a GIF, animation, various things. So we're really looking forward to getting our marketplace spun up so that we can start branding our content and things like that. So the next slide here, if you're creative and you want to make something for our marketplace, let us know. We'd love to host your work. It's an opportunity for you to get your creativity out there. If you have some ideas for NFTs that you'd like to see in our marketplace, connect with us in DMs. Sammy's very good at taking people's ideas and helping expound upon them, as well as taking the ideas that people have and making them a reality. In addition to that, she's actually working on a line of NFTs right now that she's went to the drawing board with getting her pencils and tracing paper out, with our helmet that we currently have, and some additional things that we're not going to talk about because we want to keep it a surprise.
Well, he already let the cat out the bag. Anyway, I'm not going to say too much, but guys, I have dropped almost everything just to focus on this new NFT collection. It's very exciting. I've been doing a lot of research on what's hot out there, and really paying attention to how we can make something that has that flair that everyone likes, but is actually really different and distinct. Because we don't want to copy everyone else. Obviously there's certain things that work that have been repeated, and they have been successful too. But we don't want to create more of the same. So, just saying, I am so okay. Stephen is right. I literally brought out my pencils, paper, my tracing paper, just so that I could make this, give it the attention and care that it deserves. I'm really excited to share it with you guys when we're ready to launch it. But just know that something hot is coming, and I'm so stoked to share it with y'all.
So let's do some quick numbers. Right now in the pad swap farm, the daily ROI is down to at 0.98%, and the APY is at 239.28%. So almost at 240. From inception to now, our all-time high was at 178.89% from launch. And from August to September, where we hit our slump in August to the high percentage here in September, that's 193.9% increase. That is something that we're very proud of. And as we sit here today, at the time of putting the presentation together, that's 115% gain, 115% growth. So since launch, we're really excited about that. You know, we're not 10,000% like some people would want, but for an honest, legit project that's been on the blockchain now for over 30 days, that's something to smile about and be a part of, because the average lifespan of a crypto project is only 30 days.
Um, I'll add that, I'm happy with the growth that we have. It is a bit more on the slow side, because we are trying to be more organic, get a good foundation of diamond hand holders. And it's really good for you guys because, we're in this for the long haul. And so this is not going to be the kind of investment that, you have to sell out, I don't know, in a few weeks or months. You guys, this is a project that you could invest in for years to come. So just putting that out there. But I want to mention that part of the reason why I'm glad that we're growing slow right now is because we really want to get our utilities going. We really want to get our games out there and more products out there before we blow up, because there's this idea that utility before hype, right? A lot of projects just have hype. Now we have hype too, but we don't want to get all the volume now when our games are not out there, our NFTs are not on Paradox just yet. It just makes more sense for us to grow slowly, to get people who believe in the project, who are willing to stick it out, so that they can make those big gains when everyone else finds out about Gallant. That's really all I would say about the level of growth that we've had.
Yeah, it's just like the tortoise and the hare. It's not always sometimes about how fast you do things or how fast you win the race. That was always a tall tale that I was fond of as a kid. So I remind myself sometimes that, Stephen, even though it's not going as fast as some people want it to, you're growing and you're making progress, and progress is key.
I will say this. So for those that are really looking for that growth, that significant volume, we are taking steps to do that. As Stephen mentioned, we did reapply for CoinGecko, and we're pretty confident that we're going to get it this time. And so that in itself will potentially result in a nice boost. But also, that the big rush of volume, we expect to target that kind of stuff more so when our games are out. We're not looking for that big push right now. We're trying to do little things here and there, grow, slowly, healthfully. But then once our first game comes out in November and whatnot, that's when we'll be really pushing for much more volume.
So at this time, guys, I'm going to pause on some of the information that I'm rolling out, and I'm going to open up the floor here for some testimonials. Okay. First on the list here regarding testimonials is someone who's been a part of our community since day one, and it's an honor for me to actually have this person speak. You guys may have never heard from her. You may have seen some of the things in regards to the community, but I call her my silent assassin. She's really a huge asset to this community, and if I could just say it, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And I say that very boldly. And if you'd like more information on why I say that, I'll share that with you later. But Jesse, Jesse is out and about right now, but if you'd like to just take a moment to share a little testimonial, the community would be glad to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me properly?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Yes, hi everybody. I'm Jessie, also called Jessica, but I go around with Jessie. I've been in crypto since 2017. I started like stock and DeFi earlier this year, and I've seen a lot of like projects going on, especially this year when I've been like much more invested. Started with Night. For the people who were around back then, so it was the token that kind of was the reason why Gallant has been created. And already from Night, I've been surprised, like, okay, what happened? Because I was really trusting the project, even talked about it with Steven, like it was the next big thing. They had good ideas and you felt like you could trust the people, but from one day to the other, I just came back, checked my messages and realized, okay, that thing is going down. But while it was going down, like there was like Steven, JB, like talking to the community, being like, yeah, this is happening. We're gonna try to do something good. Just trust us and stay around. What I did, because like a lot of other investors, we didn't have a lot of choices. And that being said, couple of weeks after, not even a couple of days after, they just delivered on all the promises they made. That they will work on the new contract, that they will airdrop everybody with the same amount of token we had before. They actually even gave us more. And that was just the beginning. And what the reason why I kept like just staying in the project while I could have just like take my token and go is because I talked to Steven before. We were together sharing like the good plans we have. We invest in like similar tokens that actually today I'm not sure what they're doing. So trusting this person that I only met before online and just like sharing good ideas, I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow you. And if I can help, just let me know. And since then, there were a lot of things that happened. I'm not going to make the story of Gallen in and out, uh, but I never seen this. Like, you have no project out there today where you have like a docs team that is trustworthy, that despite all the bad things that are coming for them, meaning investors that are calling them like scammers because they don't get a token at this time. People are trying to be like smarter than everybody and track like every wallet and calling them, yeah, you're selling that, taking money out. Like this is not true. There's transparency. You can anytime talk to the team. We are actually a lot of people like who has been around for a while who are trying like to help them the best we can with our time because it's also about our own wallets and grow your bag. And it's not only the core team that can make it happen. So that's why, like myself and other people, we take the time every day to try to chill, to talk about the project, because not only you have great people behind it, but they also have great ideas. And unfortunately missed the beginning of the presentation, so I'm not sure what they shared already. But all the NFT, the gamings, the graphics, and everything that can come after is just crazy. And I can even share my wallet with some people who really are interested into the project. I never sold a single token since I'm in the project. I never did it because I believe like when you invest, okay, we win, we lose, but some project like seriously Bitcoin, why would you sell it? So I think that's my words. I can take questions like separately. I'm always in a group. If some people wants to really listen into like the details and other things. But yeah, that was kind of my quick testimony.
Thank you, Jesse. It's really it's hard for me because I get emotional when I talk about you, Jesse. Fighting back my emotions is something I'm doing right now, but I really do appreciate you more than you will ever know, and I long for the day for me to come to Berlin and meet you, and really just collaborate and see you face to face because Gallant would not be here if it was not for you. Um, Open up the testimonials to anyone else who would like to share why they are here and what keeps you here.
Hi.
Well, I got introduced to this project through Crystal, and I was just looking around, and I was like, okay, this is pretty interesting. Like they have a pretty good team. They're very talkative. They're friendly, and it was from some other projects has that same type of momentum. But the difference is the way that you guys are so open, and the way that you guys. It's just your dedication. You guys are always looking at the small details, all the way up to the big ones. You guys are just so thorough, and that's what really kept me here is the fact that you guys have extreme, like it's crazy compared to like other projects I've been in, like your dedication, the amount of time you spend, the amount of effort you guys give, it's like on another level compared to other CEOs, other people with cryptos that they're trying to talk about, trying to get us to sell and buy. So that's why I'm here, and that's why I stayed, is because it's, the coin is great, and I love the utility that you guys are making, but when it comes to the team, that's what really sold it for me, is how strong that this team is.
Thank you, Jacob. We really appreciate that, and we're glad to have you here. And of course, Crystal, we really appreciate you sharing with Jacob and anyone else that has shared and shared it with their friends and family. Sebastian, you don't have to speak, but I'll, if you want to, the mic is open for you as well. I know you've done a great job with sharing it with your friends, your teams, and people like that. So it's all about word of mouth. Sharing it with other people. I remember when I first invested into SafeMoon, I couldn't go in the gas station, I couldn't go in the grocery store, I couldn't go anywhere without sharing SafeMoon with people. And other projects that I've been a part of, it's been it's been a journey. It's been an experience in itself with how tokens grow and sharing it with people. But having some of the people in this community, my boss and my boss's boss, Chuck Hancock and Lynn Price, who are invested into this project, those were my bosses. And, they in turn are sharing it with other people that they work with. And, so we're really excited about the grassroots sharing and shilling through word of mouth. Um, I'll ask one more time if there's anybody else who would like to share why they are here. I'll pause for a moment and open it up to you to share.
Hi, Walter.
Hey, Sebastian, what's up, buddy?
Hey, yeah. So basically, I am chilling so hard, especially with my coworkers, and then all of the coworkers that I already asked to invest in this coin is actually very, very happy about it. They are shilling themselves also. So all I can say about this coin is the moment I've seen this, I know that this is the coin that's gonna make me very rich, because first, all of the graphics, everything from website, from how you do AMA, from how you guys always say say information about the game, this is something that you cannot get to other coin. I've been to so many projects, and I know now that play to earn game tokens are not to mess with. This kind of token is from 0 to 500 to a million. It goes so fast, and I've been a witness to this, to so many other gaming token. And the only difference between Gallant token and this other token that I've been is Gallant token is 10 times better. It's just that it's on a low market cap right now, and I highly urge everybody who's invested right now, to trust the project, put whatever they can before this Gallant token explode, because I am 100% certain that when the game comes out, you know, it's there's no coming back. They're not gonna have a window to buy more. So yeah, buy whatever you can, and especially when I hear about the NFT, I immediately buy another $2,000 only for the NFT, because I know when this goes to a million market cap and more, I can never buy more again. It's NFT is gonna be so expensive for me. That's why I'm preparing for for the future. So a lot of people might not know what a gaming token can do, but I have witnessed a lot. I mean, five, and on those five projects, Gallant token is way better when you see the website, when you see the team, when you see how you do the AMA. So I know that it's only a matter of time before this explodes. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you, Sebastian. It's been a pleasure having you here in the community since the day you joined, and you're a true definition of what sharing it with other people and shielding the project is all about. So when I think of someone in the community who goes above and beyond with sharing it with other people, you're the first person that comes to my mind. So thank you for what you have to say. Sammy has something she'd like to add.
I mean, I can give a little bit of my testimony. I love this project. I really love Gallant. I'm very passionate about it, and I see this project 10 years down the line. There's so much that we can do with this concept of what we're doing, and I'm committed to that. So like I came on because Stephen needed my help with the old project night that Jesse mentioned. They needed some help with graphics to start advertising that project. So, I was a little reluctant because I didn't really know what I was gonna do. But I'm a designer, so I said, okay, why not? And I had so much fun. And then when we decided to launch Gallant, I was like, well, yeah, I guess this is gonna be my job because I had so much fun designing. And I put in a lot of hours. And so I'll just say that I think what really makes me proud to work with this team on this project is our integrity. We have a certain level of mindfulness and attention to detail that other projects don't because our motive is different. I think I could say that I think a lot of projects out there, if not most of them, they really just want to moon quick, make a lot of money, and then repeat, rinse and repeat. Start a project, make a lot of money, then it dies, do the same thing again. And that's their prerogative. But for us, no, we want to build something really good over the long haul. And that's what makes us different. So we're always thinking about ways to do better. We're thinking about what our customers, what our holders need, what they care about, and it's just the amount of attention to detail that we put into the project because we have integrity and because we're not just trying to moon and dump and then start a new token and then do the same shit again and again and again. That's not what we're here for. We're here to build something that lasts, that everyone can be successful with.
Thank you, Sammy. As she mentioned there, she said something there that stood out that maybe someone didn't catch or did catch, but she said, I see this project being around 10 years down the line. And that's something that you don't see in other crypto projects. Sebastian mentioned it as well as Jacob in terms of a plan, being different. It's just because time moves very quickly in life now. I remember as a small kid, it seemed like an entire year would go by, but it would only be like a day. And it was like, man, I wish time would speed up. Time doesn't slow down now. And so it's important for us to have long-term goals. Any type of business has to have, a 1-year goal, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. And a part of where we are right now, it's something I haven't mentioned. I didn't even put it in the slides, but JB, myself, Jake, who is a part of the core team as well, was just in a meeting the other day with a venture capitalist out of Los Angeles who assists in writing business plans. And having him write a business plan is going to cost us around $7,500. And what does that do? That gives you a very extensive document that's multiple pages that outlines your financial goals, your business developments. It's a legitimate corporate business plan that when you go before a billion-dollar company, when they have their executive board meetings, they have that little spiral-bound portfolio that they pass out to every person that's in there, and they talk about how much money they need, how much capital. And so that's why it's another important reason for us to shield this project and deliver on our goals, because the higher our market cap goes, the more buys and sells we get, it allows that development marketing fund to grow so that we can go back to Arleo and say, hey, Arleo, here's $7,500. Let's get that business plan together. So when he writes that business plan for us, we can then turn around and get $500,000 loan to grow the next part of the business. That staircase to heaven, as they say. You know, and it's not all about building the NFTs and building the game. It's about building the business, because the business can then share shares of equity, just like on Shark Tank. You know, you've got a business that presents themselves and says, this is what we've done over the last 90 days. This is what we've done over the last year. This is how much revenue we've brought in. This is our percentages of growth. This is our revenue model of how we intend to make more money. This is how much money we need to onboard X amount of developers and creators and content writers for our next level on our game development. And then we can produce games for other companies. We can be the next Blizzard. We can be the next Activision, you know, but it does not happen overnight. And so those are some of the things that we talk about and we deal with on a daily basis of what can we do to bring in that next step of investment. And so fast forward, thank you guys for your testimonies. Really thank you. Really glad to have you here. And so we'll move on to the next slide. What are our challenges? Right now, one of our biggest challenges in our community is engagement. You know, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, or I'm not going to rant, but we need the community to engage more. If you upvote, if you drop a comment, if you do a retweet, we know who you are and we appreciate you. You're doing what needs to be done. It's not a one-shot deal here. The dev team here, the core team, is going to do what we're going to do regardless of who helps us, because it's our vision, it's our business, it's our project. But if you are invested in here and you want to see something change in terms of what you're holding in profits, don't just rely on us to do everything. It's a two-way street in terms of growing together. We can't do it all by ourselves. If not, we're just a core team who pumps out updates.
The work that you guys put in, and it's really not work, but you know, any efforts you guys put in, it really does make a difference.
Yeah, it's a lot of people think about it here in the US, at least. I can't say the same for other countries because democracy and government is different everywhere. But it wasn't until I got into this project that I really did realize that every vote counts. You know, I'm not so big on the political side of things because a lot of things are biased, just like it is in the crypto scene. You know, people pay for things, and no matter how much you vote, whoever is ordered to win is going to win. But at the end of the day, guys, we're challenged a little bit right now with our community engagement. JB does a fantastic job of making posts, but those posts are useless unless the community goes and upvotes. You know, if we've got 200 people online at various times, we need them to engage. We need them to go just literally set aside. If you were, I'll be literal here. If you're going to the pooper, you sitting on the toilet for a minute, take that time to drop an upvote, drop a like, drop a comment. If you don't have a social media account, create one that's specifically for Gallant and use it for 2 minutes out of a 24-hour day. The second thing is a dense market. You know, 4 months ago, 3 months ago, everybody was wanting to create a wallet. Everybody was wanting to create an exchange. Now everybody wants to create a game. And so it's important for us to stand out, but we don't stand alone because we got awesome people like you guys in the community that are excited about what we're doing. The other challenge is people's fear of the market crashing. They're worried about Bitcoin dumping. They're worried about, you know, different people dumping their coins and market caps dropping. So there's fear in the market right now. Some people would say it's a bearish market right now, but I don't. I've always been a bullish guy, and I think that the market is very bullish. There's a lot of corrections taking place right now that's showing this next bull run of crypto across the board. It's a daily affair for me. I have a daily checklist that I go through before I close my eyes, and that's looking at the different percentages of some of the top altcoins as well as some of the front runners in the background that push a month over month and a week over week percentage gain. So what do we need right now? We need word of mouth. We need you guys. We need people. If you're listening to this AMA on a recording, take the time after you've listened to this and share this AMA with other people. Shill our updates. We need community involvement. As again, I mentioned a moment ago, if you've got a social media account, use it. If you want to create an alternate so that people don't know who you are, do it. I don't care if you've got Jim Bob Joe on your name or you've got, your real name on there. It doesn't matter to me. What matters is that you drop a comment, whether it's a smiley face, you don't have to say anything, drop an emoji. Everything counts, everything helps. So shilling and engagement on the socials that we put out there really help. The analytics don't lie. I'm going to work on sharing some analytics with the community over the coming days in terms of what a 24-hour period versus a week's period to show you guys that when we release something or we make an update on something, what those numbers look like. In addition to that, what we need right now is Solidity and Unity developers to come on board and engage with our current devs so that we can start taking initiative in our planning stages for the other game that we've got for blockchain, which is the 2D play to earn game that we've got the storyline written for, as well as our MMORPG game that a few people that's in the AMA right now are engaged in the community with the storyline writing, as well as animators and riggers. It would be nice to bring on some people here early as we go on developing some of that mainstream game that we're looking for, that AAA. We're going to need animators and riggers. So if we could get them into the project now, if you want to take it upon yourself to look on different job posting boards, Upwork, there's actually 2 other crypto groups. If you want to look at Unity developers, take it upon yourself. If you're in different parts of the world, that's awesome because there's talent everywhere. And so getting email addresses, I will email them myself. Send us information. If you find somebody, you see their website, you see them on DeviantArt or TurboSquid or any other CGI animation board. If you just go look for stuff, help us out by going out and looking. Once you look at something and you say, dang, that really looks sexy, I'd like to see that. Send us that user's name. We will reach out to them. So that's what we need right now. So with all that being said, guys, let's go over to some questions. The presentation is completed, and now we'll turn it over to anyone that has any questions regarding Gallant and anything that I've mentioned here in the presentation.
Yeah, hi, Stephen.
Sorry.
You sure, Julian? Yeah, Stephen, it's Darth here. Fantastic presentation just then. This is my first AMA that I've attended for Gallant, and Sammy as well. Really great presentation. I'm here mainly, Stephen, because of you and the support you've given Paradox. I am a casual gamer. I used to be a massive gamer as a kid, especially back in the N64 games.
Fun time.
Super Nintendo, etc. But now I'm a dad of 2 girls, so I call myself a bit more of a casual gamer these days. I'm absolutely sold on Gallant now after listening to that. It was a really professional presentation. You guys, I completely believe in you guys. You're really authentic. So just from my point of view, you've got another investor here, long-term investor, really well done. And I can't remember who spoke from Berlin, but again, I love that passion there. So congrats, really good presentation, guys. Thank you. On board.
Thank you, Darth. It's good to hear that, and I appreciate it. I have to fight emotions back sometimes when people say things like that. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the team. It means a lot to the other members that's in this AMA right now to hear people say things like you just said, as well as the others. So thank you for sharing, Darth. We're glad to have you here. I have a lot of respect and love for Leo. I love what he's doing. Of course, we've hung out now twice, face to face. So thank you. And you'll continue to see me over there in the mod chat with Paradox and the testing and beta. So we will grow together with Paradox in collaboration with Gallant. We're glad to have you. So thanks for sharing and good luck in your dad stage with your 2 girls, man. It's awesome to watch them grow. So kudos to you.
Cheers, mate. It's brilliant.
Thank you. I see Crypto Mentor 99. How you doing? Good to see you joined in here.
Yeah, really good. I'm at my grandson's cross-country meet, so I'm just jumping on a little late. I apologize.
Oh, no worries. No worries, buddy. The AMA has been recorded, and once we're finished here over the next couple minutes of answering any questions or taking feedback from the community, we'll stop the recording. It will be shared in the main chat with Gallant Token official channel, and anyone can review it, as well as the presentation will be shared also. So
Cool.
anything
Thank
and
you.
everything that you missed will be shared for you to digest and regurgitate later.
All right, cool. Thanks again, Stephen. Appreciate you guys.
My pleasure, John. Thank you. We appreciate you.
You bet.
All right, mine's more of a comment. I know a lot of people are very sore when it comes to shilling because of other projects they've been in. I know that's why that's like what's really stopping me from putting the effort for shilling. But just because you got gypped in the past doesn't mean that it should block your way forward. So for people who are like on the fence about whether they want to actively shill, if they want to put that time in and that effort, if this is a project you believe in, which you should, it's going to be worth it. You're going to want to be that person that was involved in getting it done. And it's just going to overall just help progress things at a much faster pace.
Absolutely, and thank you, Jacob. It's very true. There's a lot of people that are butthurt over, saying that they told their friend about it. Jake, who's not in the chat right now, he's actually got his dad, his grandfather, and his grandmother too. They're all invested into Gallant, so we're excited about it, and we're thankful for anyone and everyone who shares it with a friend, a family member, or a random person out there in a shield group. So every little bit helps. And before I stop the AMA here, I just wanted to share my face. I have a hat on this morning. So not only are we doxed on the website, you can see that my face matches the website. I'm really thankful for each and every one of you who have listened in today, shared what you've had to say, and yeah, we're excited to grow. We're excited to. Right now, we're a few days behind on the NFT fighting game. Our developer Jim has been through some health here over the past few days. He was actually just got out of the hospital last night. We really do want to extend our love to you, Jim, and ask that you heal. I can't imagine what you've been through over the last 72 hours with having the issues that you've had. I'm not going to share all of his information, but it's awesome. We're excited to get some more developments together with him and present that to you guys here in the community, as well as the other contract with the mobile fighting game. We should have a timeline and visuals from the story that we've given him to write in. And so we're looking forward to sharing that with you guys. So one more call out for questions or comments. All right. At this time, we'll go ahead and stop the recording.